So this is another Here Radio tubecast with Darryl Thomas and Deedra Chavez. And today we are going to discuss a fascinating new fashion trend which is called homeless chic. And the way I came across this is I was in Google Images and I was looking at homeless images for a vlog I was doing, and I came across this fashion trend called homeless chic, and I found it absolutely fascinating that we have come to this in this world where we're actually exploiting the homeless to make money off of them. So what do you see with this, Darryl?
Well, we're looking at some images from the, I believe it's The Guardian? The Examiner. Okay, so this Examiner article by Joel Nicolau, and he's talking about Vivienne Westwood's fashion line. Now, Vivienne Westwood is a fashion designer. She was married to the original manager of the Sex Pistols, Malcolm McLaren, and they came up actually with the whole punk fashion aesthetic in the late 70s at their shop on King's Road in London, I believe. And now she's like, she's had a really apparently successful career as a fashion designer, and for last year, 2010, 2011, she didn't come up with it like as an original idea, but she has this line called homeless chic. And we're looking at some of the models here, and it's, like Deedra says, it's fascinating to see how we've taken a horrible social problem, namely homelessness, and we've managed to copy its image, divorce the image from the context, which is within suffering, lack, and survival, and multiplied it and fragmented it and sort of just made this whole postmodern statement of actually fetishizing it. So it's a reproducible commodity. Divorced from its original context. The context, of course, is a social injustice, an economic enslavement, and made it into something to make money off, like Deidre said. And it's fascinating because
it's like trivializing.
It's trivializing it in a way that is actually very. Well, it removes, well, it's not even a mockery. It's beyond that. It just places it as so-called aesthetically transposes it into another dimension. So this dimension is, because I can't see men actually wearing this type of thing. The whole high fashion industry in general is very odd anyway, because you see some of these fashions that these models will wear. Would you wear that to a party? I mean, can you see anybody dress up in this looks like an Adam Ant Victorian brow bummels top waistcoat with looks like a plaid skirt or kilt or something? And I don't know. I mean, I don't know anybody would wear that to a party or anywhere. But I guess I'm not that. I don't hang around in that class of people. And we've got another person with a shopping cart and
going down the runway with
a shopping cart and this big fluffy mohair. I don't know. It looks like something from a Muppet.
And a lot of them have like newspapers and kind of like.
This gives it the whole.
And also on some of the runways, they even had some of the models put makeup on their face so they looked like they were cold, and they looked like they were kind of freezing and out in. The dumps, down in the dumps.
Now, apparently this all began when some amateur photographer in China photographed this homeless guy who apparently, just out of necessity, had layers and layers of clothing on. He's smoking a cigarette, but apparently he's he called him a handsome vagrant or whatever. And this became an internet sensation, and so, fashionistas like Vivienne Westwood said, "Hey, let's capitalize on this idea because this is brilliant. Look at the dignity and the resourcefulness and the sheer fashion sense this person has, who's made something out of nothing. I mean, it's not a mockery. It's actually something worse than that. It's you're actually erasing or attempting to erase the meaning of homelessness and transposing it into a different dimension where it's just like it's something a look that you want to pay an ungodly amount of money to someone to dress up like that. It's like craziness. So it's just fascinating. It's just one of the ways that this world will take a problem, trivialize it, and multiply it, fragment it, divorce it from meaning, divorce it from context, and create a new context, a new reality out of it. And we'll just accept it as something that's, either marketable or cool or interesting. I mean, even we find it interesting. I mean, it's like these pictures are, it's just fascinating to just look at. And these models get paid a lot of money to walk down this runway with these clothes on. I mean, a lot of time and effort went into approximating the homeless style, as it were. And I know it's just shocking. I really don't have the words to describe how depraved this whole fashion statement is. I mean, it's just this. It's like a sick joke.
Sick. And it's like shocking, yet it's sad, but it's really not that shocking because we see what we've accumulated through capitalism. And
I can see the guys in Tool or Radiohead dressed up in these outfits. I'm not saying they would or they have that, but I could see them like, oh, our rock band needs a new image. Let's call it Vivienne Westwood and have them.
But it's like what children are looking up to too, because usually children are the ones who see the latest fashion, or young people are usually the ones who are interested in the latest fashion trends, and so this is what they're modeling themselves after, which is really fascinating as well. So is there anything else you'd like to add today?
Well, no, I mean, it's just,
Oh, and it's interesting because they say Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen, the Olsen twins that are billionaires or about billionaires if they're not billionaires yet, dress homeless chic, which is really ironic considering how filthy rich they are.